obviously you had a tough week, tough last game. The first part of my question is how's your attitude, your mental frame of mind? And the second part is, and I'm sorry I have to bring it up, but how tough is it to disregard or deal with booing by disgruntled fans during games? What's the best way to deal with that for someone like you who's never really had to deal with that before?
Yeah, obviously it was a rough day for me in the offense, and you just got to move on from it, honestly. So you got to learn from that experience, and just come back here and work even harder and get better from it. And that's what we did last week. We had a really good week last week as offense, and we're just trying to build on that and stack these days and do it every single day, and that includes Saturdays, and that's where it matters the most. So. But yeah, obviously it's part of the game, all that stuff. I mean, the fans are very passionate about Miami Hurricanes football. And, you got to get the job done here. And, they're very passionate. So, it was rough, but, that's just how it goes. And that's what I signed up for.
Go to Matt Shodell from Cane Sport. Matt.
Yeah. Hey, Tyler. Thanks for taking a couple of minutes. Well, Susan stole my question 1A, so I'll ask you question 3B. I was curious, you have an offensive coordinator, Coach Gaddis, you have a quarterbacks coach, Coach Ponce. Can you talk about what each of them have done to help you trying to get this offense back on track over the last week plus?
Just meeting a lot more, just getting in the meeting rooms a lot and watching film all together and telling them what I like and what I don't like, and trying to get that comfortable feeling with them on what types of plays we should run in the game, all that type of stuff, and just being here more with them instead of watching film on my own and doing all that. So just getting here more with them and just trying to get better with them. So.
And are they giving you the same message, or do you get like the technique is Ponce and game call is Gaddis? Can you differentiate what they each do in terms of you?
Yeah, it's all the same thing. Obviously, I think there's a few fundamental things that I had in the game, but I just worked on that a lot last week and got a lot better from it. So I'm really excited about that, and such a great week last week. So just got to move on from that past week, and we're preparing for North Carolina, and I think we did a great job these past 2 weeks preparing all together as a unit, and me with Coach Gaddis and Coach Ponce. So. Yeah, we're just excited to play North Carolina.
Go to Adam Lichtenstein from the Sun Sentinel. Adam.
Hey, Tyler. So I guess what have you seen from the UNC defense when you've been studying them or watching film on them? They give up a lot of points in a few of their games as well, without giving away the whole game plan or anything. What have you seen from them, and what weaknesses do they have?
Yeah, man, they got good players. Number 7 is a big time player. 6'5". He was at Virginia last year, really good player. And secondary, the linebackers, D-line are all good. So obviously we got a good game plan against them. We feel very comfortable these last 2 weeks working as an offense. And, we just got to exploit their weaknesses. And they're going to give us a challenge. They're a good team. And, we're excited for Saturday.
And then also real quick, just going against the DBs in practice, they also had a rough game against MTSU. What have you seen from them?
Yeah, they always work hard, always out there giving our receivers some good challenges and good reps. So, it wasn't our best game at all, probably the worst game imaginable. But at the end of the day, 24-hour rule, you gotta move on from it. And I think as a whole, last week, the bye week practices were really good as a whole team. Offense was good, defense was good. So we just got to move on from that and just look forward to this game and prepare for this one.
Go to Marcus Benjamin from Keynes County. Marcus.
Hi, Tyler. I just wanted to ask about just the big plays in the offense. I know going deep is something that you enjoy doing. You connected maybe on 2, maybe 3 deep balls all season. Are you wanting to kind of move the ball a little bit more downfield? And then also wanted to ask about just audibling. Do you have that option in this offense?
Yeah, obviously you want to hit the deep balls. It's always fun to hit those. Excites everyone. We've been getting a lot of soft coverage. We got to take what they give us, and once they start coming up, we got to hit the deep shots and hit those double moves. So when the time comes, we got to hit them, and I feel like we got to do a better job of that. What was your second question?
It was about audibling, if you have the ability to do that in this offense.
Yeah, depending on what they bring as a defense. There's a few times last game they brought all blitz. I had to change a couple times. So, I mean, it depends on what they're doing on the defensive side sometimes. So, yeah.
Okay, we got time for just a few more. We're going to go to Manny Navarro from The Athletic.
Hey, Tyler, I'm curious, pace was such a big part of what you guys did with Rhett Lashlee, and it feels like maybe at times, maybe they've tried to run a little bit of pace with this offense, but how much of that was part of your discussion in the meetings, with coaches that, hey, you'd like to play a little more up-tempo, a little faster? Obviously, there's advantages to that, with what you can do against the defense, et cetera.
I mean, yeah, we're going to play more tempo. I mean, we got to hit more deep plays and more explosive plays for that to happen. I mean, once you get that 20-yard gain, yeah, we'll go faster just because against the defense, discombobulated. When we're not moving the ball well, there's no way we can go tempo. We got to figure out ways to, beat them with a run and all that type of stuff. And we just got to get more explosive plays to be able to do tempo. So, and that's what we're trying to work on.
All right, last question for Tyler comes from Chris Stock of InsideTheU. Chris, go ahead for Tyler.
Hey, Tyler, just curious if you have any interactions with Corey Gaynor. Do you still talk to him? Do you plan on talking to him Saturday?
No, I haven't talked to Corey in a while. He was a great guy here and a good friend of mine when he was here, but I haven't talked to him in a while. And yeah, it'll be good to see him.
Hi, Will. So obviously coming off the loss, I guess I keep wanting to say last week, but I guess it's 10 days ago. Have you noticed any changes in just, in the offense, the way you guys have been doing things and in play calls? Have you noticed any significant changes?
Yeah, we took last week, the bye week, to really focus on ourselves and, know what we have to work on. That's what we really hammered away, is stuff that we know that we need to fix. As a team, as an offense, as defense, the whole thing, as a whole team. So last week, that's what we did. We hammered away, and we had to fix the stuff that we need to be fixed. So I thought it was a good week. We got ourselves back together, and now we're back into the game week. So, but like I said, it's just every day we have to work on stuff that make us better. And that's what we're most focused on.
Go to Marcus Benjamin from Canes County. Marcus.
I will. I just wanted to ask about your performance and how would you assess your personal performance this season, and what areas do you feel like you can improve in your game?
Yeah, I mean, I think obviously, anytime there's a loss, I'm always very hard on myself, and it's not good enough, obviously. So yeah, I got to do better to help the team win. If we lose a game, I have to self-evaluate myself and see what I need to do better. I think you ask anyone, I'm the hardest critic of myself, and I got to do better. So that's something I just take day by day, and I take to the coaching, focus on the stuff that I need to get better. We've got a long season left, and now we're getting into divisional play and the ACC play. So these are the most important games in front of us now. So I've got to be at my best to help this team, and whatever I got to do to help this team win is the most important thing.
Go to Azubi Charles from Kane Sport. Azubi.
Hey, Will, just with Elijah being a little bit banged up, he might not be able to play Saturday. Just what's your message to the younger guys that, have to step up and play to him?
Whoever's out there on the field, it requires nothing but their best. And I've got full trust and faith in any guy that the coaches put out there that steps out on that field, that we've been coached and, practiced and trained to do the right thing. You don't get recruited to Miami if you don't have ability. So you get brought here for a reason. So, anyone who steps foot out there, I've got nothing but the full trust in them, and we got to come together and work together. And whoever it is, we got to make it happen.
Go to Susan Miller Degnan from the Miami Herald.
Hey, Will. What first part is what's the mood, would you say, and attitude of the team at this point after, a disheartening loss like that? And then the follow-up is specifically in what ways can you and your position group and the offense in general do to help Tyler this week?
I'd say the mood is hungry. We've got to get back out there and start rolling again and get this thing rolling. So, guys are fired up and hungry to get back out there and play. So, as far as the room and the offense or whatever to get things going, you got to focus on what you have to do, your task at hand. You can't do anyone else's job, and we got to get really fundamental, very, very particular in every technique and do what we're coached to do. So if we do what we're coached to do, we do what we've schemed up, and we do it at a high level, that's when good things happen. So we got to focus on ourselves and individual. It starts with me. I got to focus on myself, do my job to the very best that I can, and that'll help the team. So.
And how do you think, last thing is, how do you think Tyler is? How's he doing? Where's his head at,
Tyler's Tyler. He's a baller. He's a stud. So, I'm with him all the way, and everyone else is too. And we know what we have, and this is our team, and we're going to rock with it, and we're going to make it happen.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Got one hand up. We'll go back to Adam Lichtenstein for the last question for Will. Adam.
Hey again. So, looking real quick at UNC's games so far this season, giving up a lot of points in some games. I think 60 to App State, 45 to Notre Dame. When you guys are up against a defense that's shown itself to be kind of liable to surrender points, how do you guys view that? Does it make you guys more excited to play against a team where you can probably move the ball against the team?
I think every team we play, we expect their very best, and that's exactly we're going to get from them on Saturday. So we don't really look at that of what they've given up or whatever, because we know the type of players that they have, and they're very talented. And it's obvious any team that comes to play us is going to give us nothing but their very best. So that's what we have to prepare for. I can't focus on that stuff. We have to focus on what we can do, execute what we do, and just make it happen. So we've a very talented team we're playing. It's a very big game. They're going to come down ready.
And without, obviously giving away the whole game plan or anything, but have you seen anything in film where they might be particularly vulnerable where you guys can attack?
It's how we scheme things. I trust everything that the coaches do, and we scheme it the way we see it needs to be. But like I said, very talented team that we're playing against, a lot of playmakers, a lot of athletic guys. So we have to bring our best for them.
All right.
Hey, Jahfari, just two questions for you, man. So first off, you being a veteran leader on the defensive side of the ball, just talking about the mood between the defense, how you guys, react and what's your thoughts? And then going into ACC play, just, your thoughts on that with North Carolina coming up.
We just been back to work. We're grinding, focusing on ourselves, what we can do better. And going into ACC play, we got to be locked in. Sharpen our tools every day. Do the best we can do to play our football, and we'll just get after it.
Go to Adam Lichtenstein from the Sun Sentinel.
Hey, Jahfari. So looking at UNC's offense, they've been pretty prolific so far. Their quarterback's been really successful, both passing and running. What have you seen, particularly from the quarterback, Drake May, and how to kind of contain him and keep him in check?
He's an electric player. He could throw it. He runs well. He can scramble out the pocket, throwing a run. Great player. So we got to do a good job containing him, getting after him on third down and stopping that run.
Go to Manny Navarro of The Athletic. Manny.
Hey, Jahfari. Just curious, I know there's the 24-hour rule, right? Whenever you guys have a game, just curious how long maybe it took to get over what happened against Middle Tennessee and just the attitude in the locker room going into the game this week.
24 hours. Right after, just back to work, back to focusing on us. We got to look in the mirror and see what we can do better for ourselves and play the best football we can play. Because, that's what matters the most.
Go to Susan Miller-Degnan from the Miami Herald.
Hey, Jahfari. I know that you're close with Tyler. And obviously you're on defense, but how how do you think his spirits are? How could you, how have you guys helped him this week? He had obviously a hard time in every way last week, including the media and all that stuff.
His spirits are up, just like how we all got that 24-hour rule. He got that same rule. So, back to work, back to grinding. He's in there fixing his mistakes, trying to see what he can do better for himself, just like how we all are. So, spirits are up, just back to work. All head, we just thinking forward, thinking about Saturday.
Go to Michael McCoy from the Big O Show. Michael.
Hey, good afternoon, Jahfari. Really quick, everybody knows that you all practice hard every week. Coach Cristobal wouldn't have it any other way, position coaches, so on and so forth. Can you explain what it seemed like some type of, I don't know if disconnect is the word to use, but, the way you guys practice on Green Tree isn't necessarily showing on the field every week, namely the last 2 weeks ago. So can you explain, like, you guys practicing well and maybe it not just translating on game days? What do you do about that? How do you guys fix that?
One thing we can do is just keep it going. Just try to work harder. It's never a perfect practice or a perfect game. So we just try to chase perfection every day. So, we can't do nothing but just try to work harder and just try to be the best you every day. Just try to make tomorrow better than today was.
Hey Lou, how's it going, man? So just wondering, I know you're dealing with that injury against Middle Tennessee. Just kind of wondering a little update on that. How's everything going?
Everything feels great. I've just been taking, the protocols, doing what the professionals here are telling me to do, and I'm trying to get better every day. And that's pretty much where we're at now.
Go to Adam Lichtenstein from the Sun Sentinel.
Hi, Lou. Congrats on being named a semifinalist for the Campbell Award. Just what's the atmosphere, kind of the mood been around the team? I know it was a tough loss, it was a week and a half ago. I mean, what's been the kind of the vibe, I guess, for lack of a better word?
I think obviously that loss wasn't good for anybody. It was tough, but I think moving forward is just, that's just it. Just moving forward. It's our first game, ACC. And it's up to everyone, all the veterans on the team to, get the ball rolling and, look at this game, come in as, 1-0. It's the first ACC game and really excited to just, start our ACC competition.
Anyone else have questions for Lou? We'll go to Azubi Charles from Canesport.
Hey, Lou, just wanted to get your thoughts. I know you're one of the veterans on the team in that special teams group. What is your message, to the rest of those guys in that room following a loss like this, a tough loss?
Personally, I think it's going to hurt to a degree. But the quicker you put it behind you and just focus on the next game is the better. I think we've got a very talented group here. Like I said before, I think it's important for all the older guys, all the veterans to, keep the energy up and focus on North Carolina this week.
Any more questions for Lou?
Yeah, Alex. Hey.
Go ahead, Susan.
Okay. Hey, Lou. Congratulations. First, I wanted to hear what that means to you. That's a really prestigious trophy to be nominated for that. It's pretty awesome. And also, you were talking about the ACC. If this kind of gives you guys new life, you know what I mean? A new goal kind of thing.
So firstly on the trophy, it's always good receiving, stuff like that. I work really hard on the field and off the field, just like Coach talks about all the time. How you do anything is how you do everything. I take pride in my academics and I'm very competitive in, whatever aspect I'm competing in. And the second question, it's ACC competition. Everyone's excited to get the ball rolling here. And like I said, just leave what happened behind and move forward. And, everyone's, got to keep the energy up and really excited to get out there on Saturday.
How did you think the Hutchinson did?
I'm really proud of Will. He did a great job. He come in and did his job. I spoke to him after the game, during the game. I think, he's really improved. And, I was really proud of how he come out and, he did his job really well.
Thank you.
Looks like the last question we have for Lou comes from Adam Lichtenstein.
Hey again. So thinking ahead to UNC this week, their offense is really prolific. I think they're averaging like 45 points a game right now. Obviously, I'm sure it's important every week, but has there been kind of an increased emphasis on like, hey, make sure you pin them back pretty far this week?
Yeah, I go into the, whoever reversing, I have the same attitude. I train the same, for whoever I'm coming up against. So it's kind of the same, game plan for me as a punter. I want to kick the ball as far as I can without them getting a return, every single week. So, that's my emphasis. I think our punt team's done really great leading into this game. I think we just got to keep it up. I know, I've got some absolute dogs out there on punt, so I'm excited to, get out there and, for this Saturday.
All right.